Hello, Gemini. I don't know why I tripped there. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Thelema Tarot. Artwork by Renata Lechner. Why am I... There we go. Can we see Renata's name, please? There we go. Website at the bottom, Lescarbo. I can't spit it out, not for nothing. Alright, well there's the spelling. Every once in a while I say it right, but it doesn't last long. But there it is. Lescarbo? Something like that. There's the spelling, if you want to see the website. Okay. Supportive Oracle cards. Why am I like, I'm all over the place all of a sudden. Like, what's going on? You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. I mean, I know sometimes you guys have a lot going on. And there's a lot, you guys can go in a lot of different directions at once. I don't know, am I like really catching into that vein and it's just more than I can handle? It could be. It could be. Okay, so what's all that? There's a lot of cards that came out all at once. They're all face down. They're all Oracle cards. There's like, if I say there's a lot, there's 4. It's at 5 for those who can count. The energy, there's a lot. I feel like I want to go everywhere, like now. Like I want to go everywhere, right now. There's a lot of energy behind this situation. You're already involved in this situation, and there's a lot already going on. So for those of you, if you're trying to pinpoint what part of your life this is going to be about, it's a very, very busy part. And I feel like there's going to be maybe a couple of you, I don't know how many a couple would be, but there's a select amount of you that like you're going to be like, my life isn't that busy right now. And then the next couple days it's bedlam, it's crazy. So there's a lot going on already when this starts playing out. So it's very busy. There's a lot of people involved. When I get the Ascended Masters, I feel like these are people who seem to work with you more than against you. I feel like it's complicated. It's not like, I wouldn't say everybody's your buddy, and I wouldn't even say that the people who work with you work totally with you, but this is more to your favor than not, if that makes sense. As it keeps going forward, I feel like in the middle of this, you're a little ways into it. Whenever this is happening, you're into it. You're already into it. And I feel like it's feeling more stable in the sense of like, I understand how other people work. I kind of know what that one's going to do. I know where that one's going to stay. I know that this one's going to go all over the place. I feel like I got more of a handle on this situation than I normally do, whatever that means. What do we mean by that? Whatever the situation is, it feels like not only do I understand it, but it seems to be more predictable than normal. Very busy, a lot going on, does seem more predictable than normal. Even though there's a lot of pieces moving around, it seems like it's definitely more predictable than normal, but also than I expected it to be. I expected more randomness that doesn't seem to be happening, which is okay. It's fine. This situation, you don't have to stick with. Okay. Okay. I'm getting the World card coming in here. It's at its height. There's a lot going on. You seem to have it under control. It doesn't even seem like it's a bad situation, but you might want out of it. I feel like for the people this is going to hit for, you're going to know why you want out of it. Because that information isn't coming to me. Like, I don't know why you want out of it, because it doesn't seem like it's bad. But whatever your personal reasons are, you seem to want out of it. 8 of Cups and the Justice reversed. You don't like it. It's not bad, but you don't like it. The Justice reversed, it makes me feel like you just don't like it. The 8 of Cups is like, I just want something better. It's not bad. It just reminds me of a job that I make fairly good money. The people are fairly nice to me, more than I expect maybe. But I just don't enjoy it. And there is some randomness to it that seems to be like it should fit in. It seems like it's one of those situations where it seems like I should fit in. There's enough randomness here that keeps me going, but I don't like it. Like, it makes me think of insurance, only because I've probably whined about this enough times. But every now and then in a video I'll mention I've worked in insurance, like 2 different major companies, and it is the most boring thing. To me, it's the most boring thing. There's good money there. There's a lot of opportunity for advancement. But I'm just like, oh my lord, it's so boring. Can't stand it. Can't help it. And this might be that type of situation for you. Like, it's boring to the point where there was like a magazine thick thing that I had to read just to advance to the next level. I tried for months. I couldn't read it because I'd fall asleep during the first page. That's how boring it was for me. Just couldn't, literally, physically couldn't do it. Even though it's good, you don't want to be there. You're just kind of like holding it together because it feels like I should. You're getting an opportunity to leave. Okay. Okay. When I see this coming forward, the advice is to keep it to yourself until it's secured. That's the first thing coming in. Don't tell people what's going on. The situation that you're currently a part of seems to stay the same as it's been. That's this card. That's the Hanged Man. Hanged Man in this one? Yeah. It's just kind of... But it's kind of like, even though it's got a lot of people, it's very busy, to you it just... I keep feeling like... To Gemini, it's just kind of like the same. Other people might think it's different every day, but you're like, not really, not enough. It's kind of like if lunch is going to be at 12 every day, you're like, yeah, but there's always a meat, there's always a vegetable, there's always a starch, and there's something to drink. They're like, yeah, but it's different meat and different vegetables and different starches. And you're like, yeah, but it's basically the same to me. Like, it's just not something that excites you. It's kind of like, yeah, but it's kind of like, if I'm going to do this, if you're going to do cuisine, there's like A plus, A, B, C, D, and you're like, this is C cuisine. So even though there's different meats, different starches, different vegetables, it's always the category of C. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like, whatever it is, it's not going to be that exciting. So it may be different, but but in certain cases, in certain ways, it's not really. I mean, it is, but it's not. That type of thing. I don't know if that helps. You definitely can leave this. I feel like this is a vote of confidence, saying if you're not feeling like you fit and you're not happy, it might be your inner knowing realizing that your time here has been spent and it's time for you to move on. I would also warn, if that's really hitting you and you're kind of like, I really want to go, but I feel like I have to stay here, and I'm just kind of like, I don't really like it, but I don't dislike it, but I don't really like it, whatever. I feel like you know what that feeling is. Life tends to do it. It gives you a chance to decide on your own. And then after a while, if you don't go on your own, life goes, all right, you're not going to do this on your own, so let's throw this crap at you. So you go. So you have to go. So this is kind of like one of those things, like you can go voluntarily, or you could maybe last 3 or 4 more years. Could last a few years. But then we'll throw something else in there where you're going whether you like it or not. Heads up. It could go that way. Life can do that at times. Not saying that will happen. That there's that possibility. The advice is, when you have this opportunity to go, talk to the right people. Keep it to yourself. Like, so if this was a job thing, at your current job, don't talk about it there. Do your best to not talk about it there. Do your best. Do your best. But definitely talk to other people. Talk to the right people. Like, if like some other company offers you a job, maybe you're being scouted by another company, and they're like, hey, Gemini, we see that you're quite awesome. How about you be quite awesome with us? With that company, ask questions. Get in there. Get more information. If they want you so much and you're not sure if you want to be there, ask away. Ask what you want. I would ask away anyway. be careful who you ask questions to. Just, you know, if you think about it ahead of time, you'll know where to ask those questions. You will know. You know, just play it well. Keep it to yourself when it comes to certain arenas. Do your best. Do your best. I've had Geminis tell me. I've had other Geminis. I guess it's not. I don't know. Some Geminis have told me that it's hard for them to keep a secret. It's really hard because it slips before they know it. If that's the case for you, stay away from that whole subject where you shouldn't be talking about it. Like, you know, if you're at work, talk about food only, or make people think you're boring. Do your best to make people think you're boring, and just talk about, for example, food only. Or if you're a person that likes sports, talk about sports only. Just make people think you're boring. Let them think what they want, but just go that route if you can. As it keeps going forward and this starts to develop, follow your passion, trust that this is the best for you, and cross that threshold. Get what you actually want. Give things a change. Let things change. These are really good cards. Trust yourself, follow your passion, cross the threshold. That seems very simple. I feel like I'm holding this up and like the right people that this should be. I feel like you're seeing what you should see out of this. Things might be a little crazy at this new place, but you might love it. You might love it. You won't be bored. And you don't want to go somewhere you're going to be bored. It might be a little crazy, but it may be very well worth it for you. As you know, they say one person's bad thing is another person's good thing. I'm not saying that right. One person's trash is another person's treasure. You know how that goes. You know how that goes. Your outcome is a lot of fun. First of all, your card shows up, which doesn't have to mean that it's just talking about you, but the Lover's card shows up. If you're a single person, I'm not guaranteeing nothing because it's a general read, so take that in mind. But this next opportunity, if you're single, you could end up finding a great mate. You could. Take it with a grain of salt. A mountain worth of salt. I'm getting you're going to get very bonded into this next situation. You're going to find something that ties you in. You're going to feel like you fit, because you do. There's going to be new people, more people. This might cause a little bit of anxiety at first, because new people, new things coming in, learning new people. Who can I trust? Who can I not? For some people, this might be very, very anxiety-inducing. If I'm saying that right, but they're saying you got to kind of give it a shot. If you never find out if you don't give it a shot. Your card comes in. Could be a romance thing coming in. Could be. But you're going to get bonded here. If it's a romance thing, for those of you that it goes that direction with, the Four of Wands is a marriage card, in my opinion. Doesn't mean you have to get married to anybody. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's like that level of commitment, like lifetime commitment connection. You don't have to do anything. I think you follow me on that. So it's not like they're going to be like, no, Gemini, you came, you got into this situation, and now you have to get married, and they drag you to the altar, and they're just going to step on your neck until you say, I do. No, I don't think that's going to happen. But say I do, Gemini, do it. Do it. No, but I'm just saying you could get a really awesome outcome. It's very, 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 very worth it. I don't know what's with the sarcasm with me at the moment, but there you go. All right. Anything else? I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.